Hey guys, what's up? It's me, the Otaku Fangirl, here to review the first episode of Kabaneri of the Iron Fortress. Or Attack on Titan. What? Okay, so this anime, actually, I was gonna avoid reviewing it because, I don't know, I just thought, oh, there's one anime I won't review and it'll be this one. But then I watched it and I was like, I want to review this. So, let's get into it. This anime. Well, it started off with these people on a train, right? And I'm like, all right, this looks like a steampunk thing with what they're wearing. But wait a second, what's with those Japanese clothing things that I'm seeing? Wait, is this a mix between Attack on Titan, Japanese, steampunk, and trains and stuff? And okay, cool. So these guys, these called Bushi, is what they're called. I guess the armed people with guns are called. And they fight off these zombies. Oh, wait, no, they're not called zombies. They're never called zombies. They're called Kabane. Kabane? Kabane? Whatever. So, and these zombies have a glowing, like a heart thing in them. So they're a little bit different from normal zombies, but they're basically zombies. And so one guy, they climb on the train, one guy gets bitten, and then they have these suicide bomb things they pull, and then they kill themselves if they get bit. Alright, and go to our main character, Ikuma. He is trying to make a better gun than what the Bushi have, basically is what he's trying to do. So when that train that got attacked arrives, they, have an inspection done, where, they're going to make sure nobody is infected, just in case, it's like, all right, makes sense. And meanwhile, Ikuma is working with his friend Takumi on one of the trains. They're cleaning it and stuff. I kind of skipped over a little bit of this little part, I just realized. There was a part where he was talking to his friend Takumi, and this girl named Ayame, I think her name was, yes, Ayame, she came and she's like, oh, I want to fix my father's gun or whatever, and they called Ikuma out on it, and that's when the train arrived and all that stuff. Because she looks like she'll be a semi-important character, I don't know. So, anyway, once they were, there cleaning the train that had all the blood on it and all that, Ikuma was picking up, heart pieces of the Kabaneri, not the Kabaneri, the Kabane. I'm going to say Kabaneri, probably call them Kabaneri a lot. Because, I don't know, it seems like that seems easy. Kabaneri. Kabane. Whatever. Okay, so, after that, there was one guy who, got called out to being bit, and also, meanwhile, there's this other girl named, starts with an M, Mume. That's her name, as you find out later. Mume is also watching all this happen, and the guy tries to run, and they all corner him, the guys with the guns, the Bushi, and, well, he's trying to tell him, I'm not bitten, and blah, 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 and then Ikuma steps in, he's like, you cowards, you didn't even probably look or something, you just think he's bitten, or something like that, and they, start beating him up by kicking him, and such, and beating him, and they, like, you lowly steam worker or something, you have no right, and stuff. And so the other guy, while they're beating him up, Ikuma, he tries to run away, but then they're like, wait, he's getting away, and then they shoot him, and turns out he was not infected. Good job, military police. I mean, what? This isn't an Attack on Titan. I mean, the Bushi. So after that, Ikuma is taken to a prison cell. Okay, fine. And meanwhile, Mume is going with her father to, some important, fancy meeting thing with Ayame and her father. So Mume is like, well, actually, no, Ayame isn't even there. She's off shooting a bow and arrow. So, anyway, so Mume escapes, not really escapes, but, sneaks away because she doesn't want to listen to all this boring political stuff. I don't blame her. And so, anyway, she sneaks away and she's with Ayame for a minute. She's like, shh. And then she goes away to go find Ikuma, which she saw him, try to defend that guy. So, meanwhile, she goes to find Ikuma. Meanwhile, another train, comes in, and it crashes into the wall, and it's just infected with Kabane. So, yeah, that town is lost now. Everyone's getting killed by the Kabane, and I'm like, yeah, this is Attack on Titan, what? anyway, so meanwhile with this, a little bit before that happened, Ikuma talked with Mume about how, she's like, well, how'd you think that, or how'd you know that guy wasn't infected? He's like, I didn't, but, whatever. And then they hear the bells ring that the Kabane have, broken in, and everyone's dying. So, after that, the guard goes away, and so does Mume. She escapes, or not escapes, but goes to fight, I suppose. And, well, he escapes his cell, and he basically, what he wants to do is test out his gun he built. So, when he goes, back to his little house thing, and he uses a knife to, draw blood, so, because apparently Kabane are attracted to blood, which makes sense, because they're zombies. And so, after he does that, there's a blood trail, and then he gets his gun, and he, shoots the Kabane, and it worked. But he got bitten in the process. Now, this is something interesting. Okay, so he literally tries to tie it off, and, like it keeps going up his arm, and I'm like, what the heck? And it goes all the way up to his neck, where he's literally choking himself, and I'm like, oh my goodness. And then it just, after a point, it just goes down, and it's completely gone, and I'm like, okay. And his hair turned a little bit white on the top, and I'm like, okay, are you like you have the virus still in you, or what? That's confusing. I don't know. But yeah, main character doesn't become the thing he hates. So, kinda. I don't know if he still has the virus in him. Also, Mume, she was with her father trying to go to the, whatever she called it. It was some Japanese word. Where it's safe, I suppose. And, well, her father got bit, and he used a little suicide bomb. I think that was her father or somebody. And then after that, she sees one of the Kabane, and he's a big fat one. And what a cool girl. She's got spikes in her shoes. And she just completely ripped its head off by kicking it. And I was like, that's cool. Alright. So that was basically this episode. And Ikuma, he was like, you gotta be strong or something at the end of the episode. I don't quite remember what he says. Also, the opening song is done by Egoist, the people who did some of the songs for Guilty Crown. So I was really happy about that when I saw Egoist on the little thing at the end where they played the opening song, I suppose. So yeah, this anime seems like it's gonna be a fun ride and hold me over until Attack on Titan Season 2 comes. So yay! So I'll see you guys in my Mayoiga review after this later today when this uploads. It's probably... I got a lot to review, so yeah. Alright, I'll see you guys then. Okay? Bye!